Hi guys, if you're watching this, odds are you or someone you know is planning a wedding and needs a little bit of help. I'm Elise. I own a wedding planning company called Our Own Table Co, and I share free tips, tricks, resources, guides, and unique ideas on all of my social channels, so make sure you follow along there as well. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, hit that subscribe button and join our community that we're growing every single day. Today I'm answering your wedding questions. All day, every Tuesday over on Instagram, I ask what wedding questions you have for me that you want clarified or just want answers to that week. Make sure you submit your questions every Tuesday over on Instagram and here on YouTube as well. So without further ado, we're just gonna dive right in. So the first question I have is ceremony ideas. I'm confused about the order of my ceremony. I want it to be unique, but I don't know where to start. What are some ceremony tips? Honestly, there's so much room to personalize your ceremony. This is really where you're going to tell your love story and how you got to that day. So make it personal. Share stories about your relationship, add meaningful readings or songs and have your family read them or sing them. Add fun unity rituals. There's so many of these to choose from. You can get really unique here. Typically it's just blending two things together, but lately I've really loved the idea of doing a unity shot, which is you and your partner taking a shot just before you kiss. You could also blend wine, pot a plant, combine sand, tie a unity rope. The next question was easy ways to dress up table settings. Chargers, question mark? And honestly, yes, they were on the right track. So chargers, candles, and greenery are gonna be your three lifesavers when decorating your wedding. They spruce up any reception space and make it look so good. And if I had to choose one there, I would choose candles. Candles are just a game changer. You could also upgrade your linen if it's in your budget. It makes things look amazing as well. Next question is, any tips on planning a playlist without a DJ? Absolutely. So create separate playlists for your ceremony, your cocktail hour, and your reception. You should have about 15 or 18 songs per hour. You should have a mix of dinner music and dancing music. You should have a mix of oldies and new music, but honestly tailor this to your taste. If you hate oldies, don't put them in. And okay, a major key here is make sure your playlist is downloaded. I would absolutely recommend using Spotify, but make sure it is downloaded. If there's a crazy instance where the power's out and you don't have Wi-Fi, then you have no music, so make sure you download it. And this next one is also very important. So choose a person to be in charge of your ceremony music and all of your first songs. So the music when your bridal party walks down the aisle, music when you walk down the aisle, and then your first dance songs, cake cutting songs, grand entrance songs. Make sure you have someone that is trustworthy and in charge of pushing play and knowing where you want that music to start. All right, next question is catering. When giving final numbers to catering, how far out should that be done? Great question. So this is different from catering team to catering team. Typically it's going to be 30 days out up into 2 weeks out. Make sure you know that date. This is how you will date your invitations and when you will ask for your RSVPs back by. You will need to know your adjusted head count by that certain date, whether it's 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, 30 days out, so you can let your catering team know and they will adjust your bill accordingly. So don't spend money if you don't have to. Oh, and if your catering team doesn't have a contract that says this, probably don't use them, one. And two, if you really do want to use them, have them draft up a contract and include that date. Next question is efficient way to do cleanup and make sure things get returned to those who brought them. Short answer, hire a planner. If you do not have a planner, you will need to select 3 to 5 reliable people that can stay at the end of the night that are willing to break down your personal items and pack them up and load them into a car and get them to you later. Ask these people or assign this task as early as possible, and then remind them up until the wedding day. Another way to do this is to assign sections of decor to different people. So Uncle Bob, he's in charge of breaking down the ceremony. Aunt Bertha, she's in charge of breaking down cocktail hour. Cousin Jessica, she's in charge of reception. You'll also want to create a checklist of decor and who is responsible of keeping track of and packing up each piece so you know who is in charge and where it went. I actually get this question a lot, and I don't know where I was going with that, but I get this question a lot. What to do if your hair and makeup trial didn't go great? So if you're in a situation where you've already booked this vendor and now you're doing your hair and makeup trial, I would just be honest and communicate your concerns up front. Send them a detailed list of what you liked and didn't like and why. Send lots of inspiration photos by like each category of your face. So by skin, by lips, by eye makeup. Be very specific. And then ask if you're able to book an additional trial to redo things based on your wants and needs and your pictures and everything that you've discussed. If after that you still do not like it, I would recommend asking if they have a different stylist or if you're able to get out of your contract. Not fun, not exciting conversations to have, but it's necessary. You want to like the way that you look on your wedding day. All right, so another question I get asked a lot: what are some creative, affordable ideas for guest entertainment? This is my favorite one because I love getting super creative for reception ideas. I'd say yard games if you're into it. Polaroid station is another one that will always get used. A build your own dessert or late night snack food option, always super fun. I've also had a couple provide a huge table full of board games and the guests took them to the cocktail tables throughout the night, and during the reception, people that didn't want to dance were playing board games and it was fun. Ooh, another fun one, I had a couple do a book swap. So they let people know on their wedding website that we're gonna be doing a book swap, and this was sort of as their welcome table and their entertainment. So they all put a little note within the book that they brought as to why they brought it and why they really liked the book, and everyone swapped their books and it worked really well. And a classic is couples trivia or any sort of couples game. So like the shoe game where you hold it up, anything like that, a game with the couple. And with that one, do some sort of like card and prize to get people involved. Next one, how far in advance should save the dates go out? Great question. So for local weddings, I would say 6 to 8 months. You can extend this out as you think your guests might need them. So if it's a destination wedding, I'd send them out a little bit earlier so everyone can plan travel. Airline tickets are insane right now. For local weddings, 6 to 8 months. For destination weddings, 8 to 12. All right, and lastly, to go along with that one, how far in advance for invitations? So again, you can adjust this based on your guest proximity to your wedding. If it's a destination wedding, consider all of those factors. Otherwise, send these out 2 to 3 months from your wedding date. That was it for today's video. Again, if you guys have a question that you want answered about your wedding or wedding related event, you can head over to Instagram on Tuesdays and ask me there, or you can ask me in the comments. As always, congrats if you're recently engaged or think you might be getting engaged soon. I'll be posting these videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 o'clock Mountain Time, so make sure you like and subscribe to follow along. And make sure you're following along on all of our other social channels as well. We have some really fun stuff in there.